All right, yes, so welcome back to your balanced diet of entertainment. So with all that international stories and with all the updates from the news and even Papa Jojo and Dr. Adora, we're going to need to let you know, say, time don't reach for us to tell you one of the stories where they trend, even on top social media and even inside the papers this morning. It concerns our light sector and waiting they happen. Because right about now, it be like say another money, big amount of money now they want to invest took for inside that sector.
All right, as Luchi don't tell you, yes, concerning the money we want to invest into the power sector in Nigeria, we said the federal government is seek the loan of $5 billion from World Bank group to boost power availability for inside Obodo, Nigeria, according by investigation. Now, the World Bank for inside April don't come aside talk saying a powerful delegation from Nigeria say they'll be there for inside Washington, D.C. to discuss the way where they go take assist Nigeria power sector, but they not disclose what they actually talk about. However, people who sabi work on top investigation don't go through can this. I can't discover, say, federal government say that they actually seek to borrow $5 billion where they go actually channel into the power sector in order to boost our electricity for inside Obodo, Nigeria. Now, a lot of things where they actually discussed for the meeting. Just for you to know, say, the World Bank, International Finance Corporation, and the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency's World Bank Partial Risk Guarantee don't approve, including $245 million for about 459 megawatts Azura Edo power plant near Benin City. They don't actually approve to actually invest on them. And some other power plants too, even the one for inside Akwa Ibom State. And these plants, both of them, are gas-fired. But the World Bank and the International Finance Corporation and some other people don't actually invest into boosting them. But apart from that, we are still seeking the sum of $5 billion $5 billion to actually help to boost our power sector. Make we not forget, say, so far, even as regards to electricity, like Luchi talk, we don't also spend almost 2.74 trillion naira. And in putting it in dollars, about $20 billion now we don't actually spend on power sector. And still, nothing to write home about our power sector.
I know that one of our past presidents, Obasanjo, now put money pass for inside electricity. And we no still see head or tail out of it. I'm just wondering that all this money, where would they recover? We forget that we are getting more into debt. Because a lot of people might see light. Even imagine this money where they collect in work. But we're still owing.
Speaking of owing now, they say according to the Debt Management Office, out of the external base where we owe, with the whole external base of $13.81 billion. Now, they say out of this money, $6.93 billion of this money now World Bank with the owe. That would mean say World Bank already, as without the $5 billion we won't collect, we're already doing there. At 50% of our base is from them. We're collecting from them. By the time you add this one now, that's almost or approximately $11 billion where we owe World Bank.
We understand, say, our debts, they increase. We understand, say, plenty. But our phone line is open for you to actually call us, put your mouth inside them. You feel, say, at this time, we need to actually borrow money to actually finance our power sector. Just call us at all before numbers.
012772195, tapping at 012777195 or 012778195. Our toll-free number there for you to call us. That's 0800 Wazobia TV.
My own is that every time we say we want to go borrow money, I want to know that is there a working paper where everybody don't sit down, make plans on what this money go actually do? Because in the past, if we're going to take a precedence of what did happen before, I don't trust them. Because you feel get a mental idea. Because a lot of government have told us that they have the blueprint, they know the A to Z, where they go take, they know the PowerPoint action, where they go take do to make our power sector, make it better. But yet, none of them has worked. Are they telling me that in this time, with this $6 billion, that eureka moment is going to happen for us?
You don't even understand. For me, basically, it's more than even the money where we actually owe. If this money we want borrow now, they truly pump them into the power sector. They truly make our power sector be very, very cadred. We know how beneficial it would be for us. Investors will come in. People will actually do. But looking at the precedent, seeing how much you don't spend
you are just
on power sector, and nothing has been done about it.
You are saying if the same question now everybody would they ask. What are they doing this time?
That will be different
Where
from
they different from what they do before now. So that we can put our focus in one place. Before you know what they happen, this money now for people pocket.
No, like if you even look the power sector now, it don't evolve. And when one company or one organization, because we they see the power sector as one organization, it don't they change name. Make we not forget, so even before NEPA, it had one uniform
It's
name.
privatization.
Before, no, so is privatization a good thing at the end of the day for
you
us?
remember said the Senate
That
actually
is what
come out
we're
and
bringing to the
recently.
question.
Gencos are still asking for loan from government. So what are we saying?
From NEPA, it was power holding.
Now
Power
we've given
holding
it to
now
power
is disco.
sector. We've given it to private sector. Private sector is still grappling with the management
They talk say
of
they don't
it.
even know. They don't even know. Say there were so many things, so many
On
loopholes inside them before they
taking
enter.
it.
That one come make a lot of people on the access. So una not be get business plan. Is it that you guys just entered with your eyes wide open?
But what are you
check
saying?
some of these things for
By
inside?
the time
Are you saying you
you're-
guys are novice in this industry? Are you saying that people are just throwing you money and you are just
If you
sitting
look
down
at
chopping
it, Yoruba has one
It could be like
adage.
say we don't know what to
They go talk
do.
say na person dey behind masquerade. Where the masquerade they do no be spirit. If you check these Gencos, all these power holding people, if you look at it, it is still this circle of people that own these companies. So where are we expecting the change to come from? By the time they shift the cloth on the masquerade face, you go see say most of these people that own all these private that bought into this our power sector, you go see say they are still the same crop of people.
Now, make we take them back to, before we take them back to waiting the Minister of Power Works and Commerce, I talk about spending money on electricity. Let's take Mohammed all the way from Lagos. Hello, Mohammed. Good morning. Hello, Mohammed from Lagos.
Hello. All right, Mohammed, you go need to call us back.
Now, according by the Minister of Power Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, e-commerce I talk say, when I hear people, they talk say we don't spend plenty money on top and power sector, I come outside the talk say we never actually spend enough. And that is why we nowadays, they come outside, they call for investment into the power sector. So you see and say, they shall say we don't spend a lot of money, but still, this money is not enough to boost our power sector.
But what he's saying in other news is that the money they said they pumped did nothing.
Yeah, of course.
I never get
If
the
you do
problem if they
something-
want borrow, but even the ones, even with the so much, with the trillions where they don't put in the past, it can't be like say light has gone from bad to worse. Look at our generation
Some
capacity.
people are actually
It has
benefiting
dropped
from
by
our-
one
And we are
thousand.
giving light to some neighboring countries.
No, let's look at our capacity, the output
Yeah.
we're giving out.
Yeah.
So we say maybe you say so for some people it's actually working. Now if those people are under minority, that is as good as negligible. That one means say they are doing little or nothing.
If
Because
If you
look at the
notice, you see
general
that we
result
have pockets of
people.
time that Nigerians enjoy light. You see, Nigerians are not even afraid to pay big money to get it. But by the
Let it
time we
just
are
be there.
paying, and we don't see what will they pay for. We are talking about pumping more money into this light sector. We go pump the money, people don't even have meters.
Lolo, should we go into
Gencos
meters?
are looking for
Can
money.
we
Let's pick Moses.
Okay.
Moses calling all the way from Abuja. Good morning, Moses.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, sir. We did hear you.
Yeah, I love this discussion on the power sector you people are discussing. But the issue is that even though they invest 20 trillion naira in power sector, it will work out. The reason is simple. In as much they allow importation of all these big generators, and these big men can afford it, they allow importation of the one we call a pass my neighbor generator into this country at their part be sold here in this country. I'm telling you, no matter the amount that is invested in power sector, it will work out. These politicians will still go ahead and buy whatsoever aspect of power distribution they want to distribute, and after buying it, they will collaborate with those people that are importing the generator and work with the people that are working in power sector, and they will share the money and bribe them not to do anything reasonable. And if any group of people come to probe them, they have 150 million reasons, or even to show them what they have invested the money on. Because you, as a novice, you don't know what is called a transformer and how transformer operates, how the choke and the rest of them operate. they will always have things to show you. Power sector is the only sector that you can never provocate anything reasonable at all. They are just looking for a means of stealing more money. I'm just telling you the truth, and there is nothing anybody will do about it.
All right,
Thank you very much, Moses.
Because of time, we get one last call.
One more last call. But Moses,
time.
Distrust. That is what everything
No,
we
but
talk.
we're looking at waiting to happen.
CY is calling from Lagos. Good morning, CY. Hello.
Hello, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning,
my
CY.
contribution is this. It seems, personally, I lost confidence in the action and the activities of the people in charge of the affairs of this nation, because there is no trust. If they borrow this money from the World Bank, is there any guarantee that they are going to utilize this money to affect the generation of power in the nation? And the answer is no, because of the experience of the past. And I am not in support in borrowing of any money. That is my opinion.
Thank you very much. You hear on the lips of every Nigerian.
It's just
distrust.
It is.
Because we have been facing this same thing the way they tell us. We have been hearing it for years on end. We thought that when they privatize, everything will work out. Things will work out. Our power generating, the capacity would increase. None happened.
How much do we even generate now? Less than 4,000
megawatts. 1,000
again. So less than 4,000 now would they actually produce now. When would they project 12,000 megawatts in before the end of this year? Would they project 12,000, and yet we're generating less than 4,000?
We can't get it.
Over 20,000. Don't even say South Africa. What about Ghana?
Let's even look at Cotonou safe.
Thank you.
Cotonou source or Cotonou backyard here.
It's really sad. We not say a lot of things they actually sabotage our power sector in Nigeria. We not say this gas pipeline,
gas flaring,
it actually affects a lot of things. We understand, but still, it's not enough to borrow money.
Well, my final owner just said the money where we don't recover. I mean, as at now, I know we don't recover about 57 billion naira and over $600 million. Now we don't recover, according to Daily Post. Why don't we think of how to use that money very well and put it in one of the sectors?
They tell you that
it's still undergoing investigation.
Undergoing investigation is in our treasury. By the time we look into the treasury now, the treasury has been looted, and we'll now start hunting those we loot. All right, Ona, so we see them today on top of the show. Very, very interesting conversations that we don't get. If you missed today, don't worry. Go on top of our YouTube page. You go see some of the past discussions that we don't get on top of the show. My name is Nomotude Lolo, one of every.
All right, but let's keep this conversation trending online. Follow us on top Facebook. We did it at WazobiaMax. On top Instagram at WazobiaMax. My name is Sirimen Uvi Ehikiamosoy.
And of course, work the resume for everybody for inside Nigeria. I remain your one and only Nigeria cast, Luchi Inobon.
You just had to remind them.
Yes, I had to. We've been at work. They should come back to work.
To enjoy more of these our Ubunke videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.